First off, I want to start this video by saying that this is entirely my own opinion. If you disagree with something, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Also, if you like this content and want more, please subscribe. It's easy and free to do, and you can always unsubscribe if you change your mind. Also, if you could like this video, that would be very appreciated. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Danganronpa's characters are amazing, and whenever you start playing one of the games, you know that most characters are gonna die, and that sucks. However, you will also know that some are gonna survive, and hopefully, they're your favorites. Most of the survivors are really cool and interesting characters. While I personally do not like a few of them, today I'm gonna be ranking the survivors of the 3 main Danganronpa games. Disclaimer before this video starts, I do know that technically all of the students in the second game survive, but I'm ranking the ones that survived the killing game itself. Another disclaimer before I start this video, I try to rank these based on their storyline and their characters, but I also have some personal bias in this list. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
It's useless, 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 useless!
I believe the worst survivor in Danganronpa is Hiro. Hiro, in my opinion, is one of the most frustrating characters in Danganronpa as a whole. He is written as a comic relief character. However, halfway through the game, he stops being funny and causes cases to be more difficult and just frustrating throughout the rest of the game. His main goal is to be the scapegoat Celeste uses in Chapter 3, but he's also annoying during that. He has no redeeming qualities in my opinion, and that is why I believe him to be the worst survivor in Danganronpa.
Shit, I don't even know. I can't even tell you that.
I don't know if this pick is unpopular, but Kane is annoying and almost completely useless in Danganronpa 2. Danganronpa 2 survivors are mainly extremely useless, but at least I like them as characters. Akane, on the other hand, is not really interesting. Yes, her backstory is sad, and as you get to know her, she's more fun, but the only thing she truly does is get Nekomaru almost killed, which annoyed me so much while playing the game. She is definitely better than Yasuhiro, but that isn't saying much.
Shut the fuck up!
In this game, Toko is really annoying. I know I have said that about the last 2 characters, but she is also really annoying. I believe her to be better than the other 2, because at some points I genuinely found her funny, and the Genocide Guild, while not utilized to the best potential, was still pretty impressive, in my opinion. However, most of the time, I just don't like her character. A lot more could have been done with the Genocide Guild, but she's not terrible in any part. She plays her part, not well, but she plays her part, and it's sad to see them waste so much potential on her, but, I mean, she's better than Yasuhiro and Akane, so...
My name is Sonia Nevermind.
I believe Sonia to be a pretty good character, but she just doesn't do a lot. You will see this with a lot of the characters on the list, mainly Danganronpa 2. Her character is good, but she's not important a lot besides the trials, and even then, she isn't that important. However, I really do like her relationship with Gundam.
Yes, I'm a simp.
I love Kazuichi. He is one of my favorite characters in Danganronpa, and I find him to be really funny a lot of the time. But just like Sonia, his character isn't enough to save him from being this low on the list. He feels like Yasuhiro done right, and I actually like him, but he just doesn't do a lot, and it just hurts because his character is so amazing, and I'm about to go on a rant if I don't stop, so I need to stop, but I'm really upset. Kazuichi, I'm sorry, but I have to put you at number 10.
Hey, it's Red! And it's really nice out, so I think I'm gonna go swimming later. My mom found this really cool pool at the...
This is where the list gets more difficult. I believe all of these characters to have deserved to live, and wouldn't really change them. But at the bottom of that list, I would have to say Hina. She plays her part in Chapter 4 to mainly throw off the case and then just screw everybody around. And she's actually a pretty good character. But besides that, I can't really think of a whole lot else to compliment her on, and it just sucks. A lot of the survivors from the first 2 games have wasted potential, mainly because there's a lot more of them, but still wasted potential.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know.
Himiko is the most average survivor I can think of. Her friends die pretty early on in the game, and she changes from that and tries her hardest to survive for them. Her character is anything to write home about, and during the second and third class trial, she really messes with you and makes it more difficult. Her character isn't that bad in my opinion, so I can kind of put up with it. So, I believe that Himiko is number 8.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
Makoto is the worst protagonist out of the 3 games, and quite literally survives because of luck. However, at the end of the day, he is still a protagonist. He has some character, and is pretty important, and not useless, but he is definitely the worst protagonist, and I don't really have much else to say about him, so let's continue on with the list.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait,
While writing the script, I had Maki at number 5, but I decided to change it to number 6 last second because I just felt like number 6 beat her out a little bit, but I still love Maki. Her relationship with Suichi and Kaito is amazing. Her storyline is amazing. She is important to the game. She starts the game by being alone and just isolating herself, then being isolated by the rest of the people, then come together with everybody at the end. It's just an amazing storyline, and Maki is amazing, but sadly she gets beat out by 5 more people.
I'm not short, I'm fun-sized!
Fuyuhiko has a somewhat similar story to Himiko, but way better. His character has changed way earlier than hers, he is more enjoyable than her, and a better villain in the early chapters than her. He turns from an antagonist to a hero throughout the game, and is one of the best survivors, and 100% deserve to live because of what happened in the second chapter. Fuyuhiko is amazing.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than
Number 4 is Byakuya. Byakuya is one of the best survivors in the series because of his relationship that he has with the rest of the cast. He is very arrogant and uptight and thinks that he is the best, but he does help with the cases. He also hinders them slightly, but he does help. He's very intelligent. He deserves his spot to live. He goes from being an outsider to really helping the group in the finale, and he is just amazing watching him grow as a character. He is 100% in the top 4.
all my friends are dead.
Hajime is an amazing protagonist and honestly one of the best survivors. He is very important throughout the game, mainly because he is the main character, but also in fact that his backstory and how he just adds so much to the story really contributes a lot. He causes a lot of confusion throughout the game, and his relationship with the cast is way better than the relationship that Makoto had with the rest of the cast. Hajime ended up being really, really likable to the rest of the cast, and it was obvious that he was a good protagonist and 100% deserved to live. I have ran out of meme audio clips, so number 2. Suichi is an amazing survivor and the best protagonist in the series in my opinion. He goes through an amazing arc throughout the game, where at the beginning he's afraid to share the truth, but everybody needs him to share the truth in order to survive, and he is just amazing. His story and character make him the second best survivor. Congrats, I guess. Woo, good job! While Makoto is the main character in Danganronpa 1, Kyoko basically plays the game for you throughout the entire time. Her dad dies in the beginning of the game, and she spends the entire game studying everything about the school and trying to understand what happened before the killing game started. She is one of the few characters who I legitimately cannot name any flaw with, and she is 100% the best survivor. Well, everyone, I really hope you liked this list, and if you didn't, leave a comment below saying what you don't like about the list. With this done, this has been Harrison from the Anime Enthusiast, over and out.